Hello everyone, it's the LEGO King Collector, and today we are going to be reviewing set 1382, LEGO Studios Scary Laboratory. It contains 492 pieces, is recommended for ages 8 to 12, and retailed for $50 in 2002 in the United States. Adjusted for inflation, that $50 is about $71.65. It contains 6 minifigures, which we're going to take a look at. First up, we have the Frankenstein minifigure. Now, this minifigure is exclusive to this set and includes all exclusive pieces except for those pants. But this head right here, if you remove it, it has just a kind of a weird head, to be honest, but it does not have an alternate face. It just has this weird kind of like zip mechanical part of the back, just because he's a Frankenstein. But it has a nice brown jacket and blue coat, and I think it looks really good personally, especially for 2002. And this minifigure goes for actually a good bit of money, $20 upwards of that. It's pretty desirable, but I think it really sells this set and all. Next up, we have the Mad Scientist minifigure. Now, this minifigure is exclusive to this set, besides the hair, but he's some really nice torso printing, some leg printing that doesn't exactly match the torso, but I can see what they were going for. He's got a nice facial expression on this side, crazy mad scientist, but on the other here, he has another one with red eyes, sideburns, no glasses though, and big bushy eyebrows. So he really looks like a mad scientist. I personally like this side, but I think he's a great minifigure. Next minifigure, we have the Director minifigure. He is a really great minifigure, comes with a little megaphone, has some nice torso printing there with an actual little ID badge. I'm not sure what it says on there. I don't think you can read it, but it has a nice little vest over a white shirt. That facial print there was not exclusive in any way, comes in many sets to this day. Same with the hat, but this is the flat brim hat, not the curved brim, which is the newer hats. Just some black legs, back print that says Director, which I think is pretty cool, but no second face or anything, very simple. Next minifigure is what Bricklink calls the Lady minifigure. Now, this one uses Mary Jane's hair and face, and has some interesting colors for the torso and legs. This minifigure, I don't believe is exclusive. I believe it came in a few other sets studio-wise, but on the bottom here, you can see this is the old style for this 1x2x2 slope piece, and it has no bottom receding stud. It's just empty and hollow there, which they did eventually change over. But this is in a dark red, and I think that's pretty cool to get in that color. She has some nice torso printing, little necklace there. On the back, there is no printing, but she does have a second face, which is really scared, which I think is pretty cool for this set. Like, she can be scared of the Frankenstein. Next up, we have the Gent minifigure, short for Gentleman. And he's a very nice minifigure. He's not exclusive, but he has a very nice coat on, tan coat. It's that old tan, not the new tan, but very simple face expression. Just a nice hair piece, that classic Han Solo hair piece. He does have a expression back here, very scared expression, just like the lady, but does not have back printing, which is unfortunate. Now, if they did make a suit in today's LEGO, they would do a tiny bit of back printing. Lastly, we do have the Skeleton minifigure. Now, this skeleton is straight up a LEGO classic. Everybody knows him. He's got the floppy arms. But there is one thing special about this skeleton, is that it actually comes with a ghost shroud that you are to put over him. And if you would make a movie out of this, you would put that on him and it would be part of the scene. Almost kind of that classic Scooby-Doo mystery kind of vibe. And I think he looks pretty cool in it, with the teeth showing there. But very classic ghost minifigure from those old castle sets. And it also comes with another headpiece that you can swap out, which this one is actually in dark gray, and I really like it. And it has two like almost bat fins on the side. You can stick an accessory in the top, but I really like this one. But I still think that ghost one glowing in the dark, it is really nice. But this one's really cool too. Now, this skeleton does have some play features in this set, which we're going to get into right now. First up, we have the gate to the Frankenstein's laboratory. Now, this gate is a very, very simple build. We have some nice sticker work on here, some nice little vines growing up the rocks there, and a little brown mouse or rat, whatever you want it to be. And the gates do open, but sadly, they do not open with the mouse there, so we're just going to have to remove him, and the gates do open there. There's nothing much on the back except some spikes, some flames, and this scenery here would be used to have the lady and the gent kind of walk up to the Frankenstein's laboratory there. So you put him in front of the gate, maybe you have a mouse over here or something like that, and then you could really start setting your scene. Next up, we have a very small little side build here. It's pretty much kind of like a little contraption here where you would have the mad scientist come along and push the lever here, which would raise the Frankenstein's platform. So it has a little sticker piece here, which is pretty nice detail. Has a nice 1x2 printed dark gray little gauge piece. And here we have some nice bottles on the back that you can use for the mad scientist. So he can, let's put one in his hand here. And you can just kind of get a nice little side build there going. And I think it looks pretty great. Now let's take a look at the right pillar build here. So first of all, we got a nice door at the bottom here with some nice stickers, including a 1x2 printed gauge piece there. Some nice stickers, looks like pumps, maybe some pipes, something. So the one main play feature with this is that you open the door, up you see nothing except some really nice rare sand blue pieces, right? Nope, you close that back up, you spin the skull at the top. This little dish piece moves here in the purple swirl. You open it back up. Oh, it's a skeleton. That's cool. Close it back up. Rotate it around. There he's gone. And that mechanism is very simple. It is just a gear in there that spins the skeleton at the bottom in that door. In the back, we actually have some nice detail, including a nice lion head in the dark gray up there, a nice little window, and some nice chain sticker piece there, along with some nice vines growing up that piece. So there's one more little thing up top here. We have a nice gear that doesn't really do anything, but one of my favorite play features is that you actually flip this down. Oh, you have an actual little jar with a brain in it, and this could be the Frankenstein's brain, maybe. I think it's actually pretty cool. There's a nice little brain, and I believe it is exclusive to this set. Actually, it might be in a Harry Potter set. Now let's take a look at the left pillar of the build, which is actually pretty tall with that green antenna there, and it has a few nice play features. Got a little sliding tool bench here at the bottom that comes out. It has some nice tools on it that the mad scientist can use to work on the Frankenstein. And you got a chest up here with a nice little skull in it, if we can get that out. And this is the same one they use for the skeleton. It's in that chest right there. Got a nice little pumpkin head and a scorpion there. Very simple black scorpion, been used in the Adventures line since today. And it actually has a nice play feature at the top here, along with a nice little gear over here. Doesn't do anything, just for show. But the play feature is what you would do is you would take that skeleton minifigure and you would place him right on the top here. He's just maybe sitting up there, and there's a small hinge piece in the back there. And you just push down there, and boom, he drops on maybe, I don't know, somebody at the bottom. And up top here, got a small removable little, I don't know, something that maybe catches lightning for power or something like that, and a nice little like generator kind of piece under there. And it does have a jumper plate on the top here, almost like you should remove it, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be removed or not. It has some nice sticker detail on the side here. We'll see that on the right pillar too. And nice little chain here, which is a feature that I'll show you guys later. And lastly, we do have the middle part of the build. And this is where you would actually lay your Frankenstein down, and there's a little lever here that you would press, and boom, just like that, you raise him into the air, and this little zapper here would zap his brain. I think this is really, really nicely designed here with just the simple motion here. It's just so satisfying to have everything kind of lock into place, especially if you take him off. Especially if you take him off there and just kind of balance that. It's very nice. It also has some very nice sand blue pieces everywhere, kind of dispersed throughout that. Like I said, very nice to get that color. And a very basic build, but when you put it with everything else, it looks really great. I figured I would also show this little piece here. It attaches the two pillars in the middle and kind of zaps the Frankenstein's brain. Very simple build with some nice 2x2 printed tiles of electricity there. Some nice springs attached. Very simple build with just a hinge to kind of make it move. Nothing too special, but I thought it was cool. Now that I have the set all built up, I will show you the main play feature, which you would have the mad scientist clip the chains to the Frankenstein's head there with little studs and put them over here, and you would have him flip the little switch here, and you would have him flip it there, and then you would bring the Frankenstein up just like so, and then you would zap him with this little zap here. Has some nice prints on there showing that it's like zap or whatever, electric, you know, cool kind of stuff there. So you would have that and then bring him back down, unclip the chains, and boom, you know, he's back to life or whatever as the Frankenstein, gonna terrorize the town or whatever. So that's pretty cool. There is one other play feature with this set that actually has to deal with the movie making aspect of this, which is actually this piece right here. This clear rod and this neck bracket. So what you do, you attach them like that, and you get the Frankenstein here. You can put it on any of the minifigures really. And what you do, you just attach all his parts there, and when you make your movie, you can kind of walk him around here, right? You can kind of pretend he's getting on the table maybe, or maybe he's alive. You put his arms up, put his feet out, and boom, he's walking around. And you would film this. So he would be walking around like that. Maybe he's going to attack the scientist or something. But you can do this with any of the minifigures in the set. Next up, we have the small dressing room build, which is on a 4x6 black plate. Has a nice little desk, a white chair, sticker for the mirror there, which is actually very nice. You can have the Gent or somebody else sit down, do his makeup maybe before the shoot, because after all, this is LEGO Studios, so you are making a movie with this. Has some nice little accessories for the skeleton, that ghost shroud piece we saw, the nice little helmet back there, and the ghost shroud is held up by a light gray cylinder and a light gray head, and it is also has a small dark red antenna. Now, at first I thought this was red, but it is not. It is dark red, and it came in red in the LEGO Adventurers set. It came with that Pharaoh, but I've not seen it in dark red until this set, so I believe it is exclusive. One last little side build here is this camera piece, and this camera is something that would go with the director here. Now, the director, he could be filming the movie, and you would have him tilting the camera, you know, he would be moving the lever here, or whatever. And the camera build's very simple. It spins 360 degrees. It has this little printed 1x2 piece of the tape, because back then they would have used tape. And then they have a little camera piece here and some nice white little for the spools of the movie. All right, now here is the box for the set. For comparison, I have a minifigure down here, so it's a reasonably sized box. Now, I did not buy this set sealed. I bought it open, but it's like new condition. The pieces are very nice. I got it for $141, which is alright. It seems to be going for $160, so I'm pretty glad I got it in that condition that I got it in. Here, if we open up the box, it actually has one of those nice little box sliding trays here. And inside, you can see the instructions here, which the instructions, they're nice enough, you know, very 2002-esque. got your minifigures in the beginning, and in the end, there are some alternate builds it shows, which I always do like. Got an actual pretty cool comic here, where you can kind of maybe recreate your movie like this. I think it's actually pretty cool how they do that. Here's the set, show that. Here's some of the play features, another alternate build, and yeah, pretty easy building instructions for 2002. Also in the box here, I have the extra pieces, which my copy did include. Just little things, not anything too notable. Then it has one of these postcards in here, which you would free Lego catalog that you send away. You get it, Lego shop at home. Obviously, you just go on their website now, but back in the day, that's what you would do. Now, here's something interesting: a DVD, and this actually has the sound for this set on it. So it would have maybe chains, lightning, maybe growling, maybe for the Frankenstein or something. And you can see on the back here, it says to fully enjoy this program, choose the recommended installation for QuickTime, da-da-da-da. So this you'd put in your computer, and you would add this sound to the video when you would make the movie of this set, which I think is pretty cool. They obviously wouldn't do that now. It would be something on the smartphone, but I think it's pretty cool how they included this. And this is the original packaging for it, and the disc actually is sealed in here. I would have to rip it open to get it, but it's in good condition. Overall, I think this set is fantastic, especially for the time period of 2002. Back then, they didn't have the widest selection of parts, but for I think what they had to work with, they did a great job with this and absolutely knocked it out of the park. They included those 6 minifigures, which I think is great for the value of this set, especially including that Frankenstein with that custom molded headpiece. Never in another set and exclusive to this one. I think that really makes this set desirable, and do I recommend you picking up this set? For $141, maybe not. There's a lot of other good stuff, especially just in any kind of store today that you can buy Lego-wise. But back then for $50, I think this is an easy buy, especially with all the stuff you get. Anyway, this is Lego King Collector. Thanks for watching. See ya.